Hey guys, thought I'd fit in a really quick live video today before I have to head off to school pickup. And today's topic's really about creating some killer content that speaks directly to your ideal customer. And this is something that I find a lot of people, my clients and people in my group coaching programs are often asking me about, what should I say? How do I create content that they really, really want to hear? What is the purpose of it? It's not just about creating content for content's sake, but let's think about what is the role of that content? What do we want it to do? And what do we want them to do next? What after they've read it, consumed your content, what is that next step for them? So there's some great questions to think about before you've even started on the topic of what on earth do I say? So when we have figured out what our strategy is and what we want them to do next, the very next thing that we look at with the topic is your ideal customer. So who are they, right now? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they doing in their day today that is then going to, that you can give them something of value, that you can help them take that next step, that you can help them solve a little micro problem that builds some trust, builds some authority for you, and really makes that connection bond stronger, and they're much more likely to want to buy from you because you've helped them out with something today that they were struggling with. So how do you find out, what are they thinking, feeling, and doing? And this is definitely a question that I get quite a lot. The answer is really getting to know your ideal customer. But first of all, you have to know who that is in the first place. Not all of your current customers, are necessarily ideal for your business. And not all of the people in your audience or your target market would also be ideal for your business either. So when we're talking ideal customer, that's the one where, if you could choose, 90% of the time you would prefer that one to walk in your door than other people who might also be a good fit for your service or business. When we're talking ideal, that word ideal actually has a really big meaning, because this is where if you get that customer, they are best for your business because they're going to help you to be profitable. They're going to let you serve at your highest level. They're going to make your day enjoyable, and all of those things that go into a really good working relationship. Often that also means that you're getting the best results for them. So it makes them ideal because they're the best fit for your business. So it's not the only customers that you'll get, but the ones that you're wanting to target. So this is, this strategy is something that I do, and it's coming from my customer avatar worksheet, is I guess a tool that I use with my clients. But often in my masterclasses, it's really helping to explain what do all those questions really mean in the worksheet. So we deep dive into the psychology behind why those questions are in there and what they mean and what's that significance for you. So that when you are looking at what am I writing in there, what are those answers that I'm putting into this worksheet, you're realizing these are the clues that then are going to drive your whole content strategy. So your killer content that speaks directly to your ideal customer is actually something that you develop from your ideal customer profile and from those deep searching questions that we ask in there, so that you know what it is that your ideal customer most wants to hear about. What can you help them with? How can you shift a belief that they might have that's really holding them back and it's not serving them? But they've got this belief, that's unhelpful. You might be able to shift it with a great story or some educational content or a tip, or maybe even just some inspiration that is going to help them take that step and change their perspective and, actually achieve a micro goal there. So it's very, very simple. That's where it comes from, is really understanding your ideal customer avatar. But my ideal customer worksheet that I use in my masterclass that you can get right now, my niche masterclass. It has 35 questions, and the most important ones are not about what gender are they, what age are they, or where do they live. Sometimes those aren't even relevant for your business. The really important questions are actually in the section called the psyche, and this is where we talk about what do they think, what do they believe, where are they at right now, and what is their day actually looking like, so that you can get into their shoes, spend a moment really feeling where they're at, what they are struggling with, and where they're trying to get to, so that you can jump into their awareness with some great content that's actually speaking exactly to the thoughts that are inside their head right now. And you'll know that you get it right because your customers will tell you, or your audience will tell you. The number of times I have people saying to me, oh my goodness, you're literally saying the exact thing that I was thinking about, or this is exactly what I've been struggling with. They say, thank you so much, that's wonderful. And to hear those comments means that I know that I'm nailing that content for them, that I've come in at the right time and I'm giving them what they need, and it's something that's going to help them progress. Of course, I can't give them content that's going to solve all of their problems all in one go, so just pick one thing per video, per blog post, per social post. Choose one thing, just try to center around that one topic, and that'll make something that's easily consumable, that's interesting, and that is super, super helpful. So if you're wanting to get my worksheet, or actually get my coaching on how to get the most out of that worksheet, because you can download the worksheet for free off my website, but the niche masterclass, niche and ideal customer masterclass, which is open right now, I've extended it for another day so you can get in at an even lower rate than normal, but that is where I actually take you through those questions step by step and explain what you really need to know or think about when you're answering them, so that you're not just left with a worksheet where you've got spaces to fill in, answers to questions, and you're not sure if you're doing it right, or if you've kind of gone deep enough. Then my video training really helps to explain that, and explains why you need to know it. I could go on and on about this, but I'm running out of time because I have to go to school pickup. But one of the most key important ones is even what they currently know about your service, or about the problem that they have. Are they aware of the problem that they have that you could solve? And if they're not, they're totally oblivious, then a lot of your content could actually be helping them to self-diagnose that they've got that problem. So you see where this ideal customer profiling, it's all about that depth of what's going on in their brain and where they're at right now, that helps you to create the content that they need to hear. So if you're interested, today you've got 24 hours to get the niche masterclass before the price jumps back up to the normal rate. So it's well worth your time. There's a 2-part training, so we'll go into what your specialization is and your USP, your unique sales proposition, so that you have that space in the market that that you can really own, and then who your ideal customer is for that, so that when you're putting the content out, it's not just for anybody, it's actually really talking to the ones that you're most wanting to connect with, so that you can attract them into your business. So you can get that today on my website, or type in jessicaosborne.com/niche, and you'll find the masterclass page there where you can sign up. Otherwise, grab the free worksheet if you want to have a go at doing it yourself. You're more than welcome to. That's also on my website. So really hope that's been helpful for you today. And if you've got any questions, you can always shoot me a comment and say hi, ask a question. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. And otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, see you guys. Bye.